Hey, good morning. Okay, so last week I did quite a big video, and it was just compartmentalizing the week that train-wise lifestyle and fitness coaching found itself in, and I was just amplifying the experiences, and there was a lot of reciprocity, if you remember. So those that connected after that, really appreciate it. And this week, so we're not going to go full on with a breakdown. I feel that's just real time corrupting. So what I will say in my process on my journey to deliver one of the most, I was going to say lucrative, but it's not lucrative, desirable would be a better word, and irresistible coaching packages that you would want to have. Now, the coaching package and the group training that I'm alluding to is going to be focused towards those that are over 50, and it's my nifty 50s concept. I'm not going to go too much into that now, but this video is all about how I research and how I find ways to attract the kind of clientele that I'm looking for. And essentially, when you're a personal trainer or when you're in the fitness industry, you often hear the two words branded around about ideal client. I had to turn the video around because my arm was killing me. And it isn't about just the ideal client. What I believe it should be always about is the ideal coach. And how do I translate my meaning in order for you to be encaptured with the imagination that you can become what you need to be in relation to fitness for your longevity. And that is the basis of this video. And where my research has led me this week is to an extraordinary brain in the world of longevity. A guy called David A Sinclair, and he's a professor for Harvard University, and he works in the genetics department. He's been a professor for over 30 years, studying this very subject matter. Also, he's a co-founder of a company that looks into the mechanisms of aging as well on a biological cellular level. So he's of good stock, undeniably. And I've been seeing this guy on the podcast circuits for a little while now. People like Joe Rogan, Ed Milet, Peter Attia, and the phenomenal Rhonda Patrick. And when I was watching them, there were certain words that kept on coming up that I resonated with. So about the hormones and the epigenetics of those hormones and the telomeres and what we can do to actually prolong life. And then it seems really crazy to start thinking about it, to start thinking about aging as a disease. However, the studies and the research shows that, and I'm going to say something quite outlandish, that there are chances to reverse aging. And studies are going on, and they've been going on for I'm going to say many years, but I'll be doing that a disservice. I think the first kind of study that went into this was way back in the around 1914, something like that. That's where I've heard it. And they used to use yeast as the experiment. Now, yeast has got all of our biological markers inside of them, have yeast extracts inside of them. So it just makes sense that you do the laboratory testing with yeast. And I'm not going to go too much deep into that. However, it resonated with me. And I was thinking, how can I capture this in order to deliver it and then give someone this real thought-provoking knowledge that, yes, if I do this, I can get that. And he talks on the whole spectrum, wide spectrum, pharmaceutical spectrum and fitness spectrum, and that's kind of where I was most interested in. And as far as fitness is concerned, then it's one of those things that's a no-brainer, and it's something that I've personally said for so long. And there's no comparison here, absolutely not, on the fact that it's something that I've always said. It's not. I just have always said it because I've always known it, that exercise should be like brushing your teeth. It should be a no-brainer. Anyway, what was really astounding for me is the fact that there are certain ways that we can enhance our health in order to give that longevity and, if you will, anti-age. As it turns out, it's another reciprocity post, but it's one of actual great value for anyone that wants to give themselves the best, the longest and the most healthiest life that they can get. I'm reading his book at the moment. It's called Lifespan, and it's a revolutionary scientific look at the possibilities of reversing the aging process. And before I stop the video, I'll give you one insight which was fascinating, enlightening, and actually it blew my mind a little bit, and that's on metformin. Metformin is the drug that they give a lot of type 2 diabetes sufferers in order to regulate their insulin and control their blood sugar. But metformin has actually been the proven prescribed drug in order for your life to expand. So hopefully this isn't too long, and wishing you an awesome Sunday, but more important than that, wishing you a wonderful festive season. I might come back with a video tomorrow and then start this all again, but at the moment, if you couldn't stand this video, then thank you for lasting this long. And if you can't stand me, once again, thank you for lasting this long. For those that are engaged in my content, absolute power to you and thank you, and may your life be long.